Alright guys, we're right at Albert Park. Beautiful afternoon. Absolute vibes. Getting a feel for the new bike. Loving it so far. Beautiful day. Slight headwind, tailwind in some parts if you know Albert Park. But yeah, vibes. That's the thing with riding at Albert Park. Depends on the day, with the direction the wind's blowing. Vibes. Ride's going well. Just doing an easy ride today, so not too much, but it's a vibe. So guys, just finished up run at Albert Park. Just gonna check the Strava now, see what we did. We did 21.21 Ks, which is just, for context, that's about, or I want to say just about 5 laps of Albert Park, like the actual F1 circuit. Says I got 10 meters elevation gain, which I didn't know actually. Average speed, what was it, 26.7? Max speed was 47.5, so there are a couple of spots, as I said earlier, when you're facing like the direction that's away from the city, you tend to get a tailwind, and there's sort of a lot, like if you know the F1 track, you know sort of the twisty sections. I can't remember the corner names, but it's sort of these twisting corners, you can really pick up some serious speed. So I'm impressed with that. Obviously I get passed by heaps of riders, so, which is always humbling when you realize you're still relatively a beginner at something, but it's good. It shows that you've got a long way to go and there's a lot of people a lot better than you, so I think that's a good thing. Session was about 50 minutes, although Strava's saying 48. Not quite sure what's going on there. But anyways, so it was a good session. The bike is actually pretty responsive, to be fair. It was that's kind of why I picked it, because it kind of has a race bias feel, whereas there are a few other options that were sort of similar, which I think felt a bit more like proper endurance, like just sort of more suited towards just endurance rides. And I think I wanted something a bit more racy, or that felt a bit more like you could throw it through corners and get out of the saddle and throw the bike around, as they say. And it feels like it can do that. So I'm really happy with that actually. Plus I just think the bike looks sick. So just finished up with the ride. Got to refuel with that cadence. Absolutely obsessed with this brand. I think it's co-founded by George Heaton and Ross McKay. Absolutely love this stuff. I only very recently started using cadence. This is the melonberry flavour. I tried the orange flavour the other day. That was absolutely insane. So honestly, I've tried so many different electrolytes, and I feel that this one, for whatever reason, I don't know, it's just, whatever they've got in here, it just tastes absolutely insane. Like, I love it. It's unreal. Probably need a little bit more water than this, but I drank too much out of my bidon already, so it's the last one I have left in the car, so it is what it is. But I'm absolutely obsessed with this stuff. It tastes unreal. It kind of tastes like, oh, I can't think of the name of what like the candy is called. I mean, it tastes like, oh, I'll think of it when I come to it, but it's honestly unreal. Oh, it's just come to me what it tastes like. I'm not sure what the equivalent candy would be in like the US or even Europe, but I think it's called, is it Warheads? Aussie fan will know Warheads. Like there's really like you put them in your mouth and it's just like this burst of like sourness, but maybe it's probably a little more subtle than that. But that's what it reminds me of, like Warheads. Like it's really sweet, like should I say sour to sweet, but it's a lot nicer than a Warhead though. It's like more subtle. But anyway, let's go. Just finished up with a quick sauna at my recovery lounge, Port Melbourne. Absolutely sick place if you've never been. Alright, so it is post-ride. I'm just in Port Melbourne at the minute, just about to get some post-ride food, which will also serve as my dinner. And I'm absolutely starving right now. Gonna go for GYG. If you don't know, get to know. Burrito is top tier, to be honest, actually top tier. It's a beautiful evening actually, so warm, like 22 degrees. This is the fit, rate the fit. Summer vibes. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on something else that I found being in cycling is the community aspect of the sport. It's just honestly like nothing else I've ever seen. I think other sports, obviously all sports have like some community aspect, but like I was just talking to one guy on the ride, like he had like a this sick as Pedal Mafia jersey on that I've never seen before, and we just started chatting while we were riding for a little bit, which was sick. Shout out Lockie. But anyway, yeah, so the people you meet in the sport are just some of the friendliest people, honestly, that I've ever met. Yeah, so definitely haven't encountered any like sort of classism or snobbery or like elitism like people say is allegedly in cycling. So I don't know, maybe it's just different, depends who you ride with. Maybe the Melbourne crowd's just cooler, I don't know. But anyways, let's get it.
Alright guys, so you join me on Yarra Boulevard. Melbourne's sort of inner east, if you know. Getting some climbs in, or just getting some climbs in because where I've been riding, it's quite flat. So I decided to come up here. Melbourne team already know about Yarra Boulevard. They do a lot of crit races here. It's really cool. Good spot. Good spot for that hill training. Well, as best you're gonna get in Metro Melbourne, so let's get it.
I think I definitely need to join a couple of like Melbourne group rides. Not necessarily chop rides, but like I think I just need to start riding with other riders who are a lot stronger than me. Because it's very humbling and you learn a lot about yourself and your level and how far you have to go in a sport. So I think definitely might join a couple of map rides, represent. They do some really cool group rides. Yeah, if anyone knows any good group rides, let me know. Now it's time to get some food in, some electrolytes down me because I am absolutely done. I'm absolutely sweated out. It's not too warm though actually, so I feel like I didn't sweat that much, but I did, you know what I mean? Anyway, definitely will be coming back here to Yarra Boulevard. Such a nice place actually just to be. They've got like this boathouse cafe place that you can go to, and there's heaps of trails as well. around Yarra Boulevard that you can go to. So it's a good place if you're in Melbourne. Check it out. If you want some mean hills, like compared to my last ride, this was about, I just checked the Strava, it was about 300 meters elevation, whereas my usual laps around Albert Park are about 10 meters at most. So definitely need to come here more often and do some more hills, getting ready for something that I might be doing at the end of the summer. So it's gonna be fun, but check it out. So beautiful. Anyway, let's get it.